Hello, Frejid here. Welcome back, everyone. You may notice things look a little different around here. Although I've been playing with this texture pack for a while now, so it looks like home to me. Anyway, I have changed texture packs just to give another one a try. I still love the Xeno Contendi that I was using before. This is a texture pack called Isabella, and I'll put a link in the description for the video. I'm gonna try playing with this for a while unless I get a lot of comments that you guys hate it. So if you feel strongly, have an opinion either way, you love it or you hate it, after you watch this episode, let me know, and I'm fine going back to the old texture pack if you guys are happier with that, because I know it can be a little bit difficult to see what things are if you're not used to the texture pack. That's obviously gunpowder, but this you might not know if that's going to be cobblestone or stone brick or whatever. Anyway, if you're used to switching texture packs around like I am, it's not a big deal. You get used to it. But I really like the look of this one, so I wanted to try it for a while. Plus, it also had there's a guy on the forums. I forgot his name. I should have written it down. Anyway, there's a guy on the Minecraft forums who does add-on textures to match this pack, so there are already a bunch of RedPower textures done for this, and he hadn't quite updated to the new RedPower yet, so I went ahead and added the textures in for that, but they're just the default RedPower textures. And actually, I think as far as textures go, I think the default RedPower textures are pretty good, so I don't have a problem if they aren't the same. It's just that the ores won't match unless they're specifically made for the texture pack, because the stone will look different, and so the ores will totally stick out. So that's the main reason that I like to get add-on support for my texture pack for RedPower. Anyway, aside from that, I've also got the mob spawner thing working, kind of. I've made a little collection area here. I finished the other half of it over there, so we've got both of the big chambers are operational, and here's the on-off switch just like before. These two levers go to a couple of different piston sets down here that bring out blocks. It's supposed to be either, let's see, what do I have it on right now? Okay, when it's in this setting, this is supposed to be where they land and don't die, but actually about half of them die. So I think when I was up above, I was listening to them falling, and I think some of them are taking damage when they fall into the water. So I was wrong about that. So I haven't really tried to fix that yet, because I've been more concerned about getting drops than XP at this point. But that'll change. So anyway, when these two are pushed out, that's the highest that it goes, and that's supposed to be for gathering XP. Pull that out, and it just goes one down so that they'll die, and it's still within range of this transposer, which is pulling in every 2 seconds, pulling in whatever is dropped. And then if I turn the bottom ones off, it just goes straight into lava. Anyway, if we go down, here's the wiring from the levers to the two sets of pistons. Just because of the way pistons are kind of glitchy, I forget which one it is, but I think if I turn the top ones on, yeah, if I turn the top ones on, even if the wire for the bottom ones is off, the bottom ones will extend anyway. And that's just because anytime you have a RedPower signal diagonally from a piston, it still powers the piston, but only kind of half the time. I mean, it powers it, but only when a block updates, and since these blocks update, it updates those as well. So anyway, all four of them get pushed out when the top one's powered, but that's not a big deal, because if the top one's powered, these blocks are pushed out, so it doesn't really matter what's below. if those are pushed out or not. So yeah, here's the transposer. The way this set's set up, above this block is the timer, and you can kind of see this transposer up here. Why am I letting these guys die? Hang on. I want to collect their drops. Okay. So now that it's in death mode and the drops will be collected. So that little corner is the transposer that's collecting the drops. That gets sucked into, you can see from here, this top tube. And this is a filter. And this filter, all that's in it, I don't think we can't reach it from here, but you can reach it from above. And take my word for it, all that's in there is zombie meat. See? So that sucks the zombie meat in and down this tube and out the bottom transposer, which spits it into the lava, because I don't care about zombie meat. Everything else passes through this way and goes up that tube and into a chest. That's going to be extended at some point, but for now, there's just a chest. And yeah, I'm going to use the new mag tubes. Oh, I didn't even mention, I have updated to Minecraft 1.2.3, and we're using Optifine still because I can't record without it, and everything else, all the mods that I always use have been updated. So RedPower is on PR4E, which is cool. There's a lot of new stuff to play with. So yeah, eventually I'm probably going to put in some of those new mag pipes, which will accelerate the drops going through tubes. It's just a high-speed tube, and that way I can get stuff from here down to the storage area a lot quicker. And eventually I'll have some kind of sorting system set up and a larger kind of central storage area, but that's a long ways down the road. So the cool thing is, it's not actually, this is not the cool thing. It's not actually as efficient as I would like. I have, let's see, if we look at the map here, I have, can I do it like this? No. I don't really have a way to point at it, but basically everything on the right half of the map, all the caves and stuff over there are pretty well lit up. But the left half of the map is still pretty dark. So that's helped a little bit with the spawn rates. So that they're a lot better than they were, but they're still pretty slow, as you can tell. We've just been sitting here and it's daytime. Oh no, I guess it's nighttime now. That's another thing, is I need to put lights up above on the surface so that it'll keep working at night. Ooh, lighting. And I'll probably put a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns up there, I think, because I've got so many pumpkins, I don't know what to do with them. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I still have to light up the left half of the map, but I've still gotten enough, just kind of letting this run while I'm going around doing things. I've gotten enough gunpowder to make, I think I have 59 TNT in a chest, and this is the rest of my gunpowder, so I can make a little more. I'm almost out of sand again. I had to go gather a bunch of sand. But, so today we're going to, probably not on camera, well yeah, a little bit on camera, but we're going to start blowing away some of the ceiling, finally. Getting rid of some more of it with TNT. So I will spare you the boring bits of digging down and placing the TNT, but I'll show you the explodey bits, because those are the fun parts. Oh, one of the things I really like about this texture pack over Xenocontendi is that it supports some of the cooler features of Optifine, which are things like the random mobs. So all the mobs have a slight variation in textures. I think there are 4 or 5 for each mob, so it's kind of nice to see a little bit of variance with the mobs, and this texture pack handles it really quite well. The connected textures look pretty good, so I've got this big window pane. I'm not sure why I didn't like it that much with Xenocontendi. I preferred to have the actual blocks visible, but with this texture pack I kind of like the frame around the edge. Anyway, it's just kind of cool to have those extra features like that. Oh, I've also replaced the alloy furnaces with blue electric alloy furnaces. And all I did was just, I had to move the door over a little bit, but I just hooked them up to the same power source. I'm sure there's not enough power here to run all 6 of these at once, but I never really need to. Whenever I'm out caving or after I've gathered a bunch of cobble that I want to turn into smooth stone or something, I just come along here and stick it in this chest and I don't worry about it. And it's sufficient enough to cook everything that I throw at it without running out of power. This never goes very low below the green. So, and if I ever want to make alloy, which isn't very often, oops, I can't sprint. I've been making some brass and some red alloy and blue alloy ingots, but I don't really need to do that very often, at least not yet. So whenever I need to, I just grab what I need, stick it in here, run around, do other things, come back, and it's cooked. And I haven't had any power problems yet. So if I ever start doing something on a larger scale, I'm sure I'll have to be more efficient with how this power is set up, but I don't think it's too bad actually for now. I can always expand this room out either in that direction or to maybe this way to the side, and add more of these things in. I think it's a pretty good setup, and I'm pretty happy with it. The other thing I want to show you is the spider farm, which, man, you know, my world has been bad with slimes ever since I started it, but I feel like lately they're just everywhere. I don't know what's going on. They're all over the place. I can hear him, but I don't know where he is. Okay, anyway, this XP farm is not working anymore with Minecraft 1.2. The spiders come in, but they track me now, so they won't go all the way in and collect up here as easily. So as you can see, these guys will come in. I don't know how well you can see here. They'll come in from the bottom because I'm standing over here. But then they stop over there because they're tracking me. They're coming this way. And if I come over here, then they'll come this way and they'll come up and they'll get stuck like they're supposed to. But the guys on the left over here, you can see them in the corner. They're like swimming up against the current in their room and getting stuck in this corner, so that they can, I guess they've always been able to track you, but it seems like with the new patch they are able to swim against the current much easier, so pushing them with water isn't really working as well. And a lot of them keep going up here and drowning. But yeah, they're just jamming. So if I stand up here, I have to be within this side of the gray bricks. And it used to be that they would just flow right in and I could AFK and let them all collect. But now they won't do that. Okay, here we are up above. With the connected textures, you can see this glass roof almost looks invisible because it's so large, but it's there. And that's where we're going to be running after we set this off. It's easier to see here, but every 3 blocks we've got a TNT, and it's 4 blocks in from the surface here, or from the side. And I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm still kind of a TNT newbie, but we're going to give this a try. Here goes. Okay, well, it got 2 of them. Let's see. We should be in 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good enough. Okay, so with stone in between, seems like every 3 blocks is not enough. It has to be like every other block, apparently. here's what it currently looks like up there. Yeah, looking good. We can't go any further in this direction because we hit the mob spawner just about. That last blast. I don't know if you can see the cobblestone block that I'm pointing at right up there. It's right in this area. That, on the other side of that cobblestone block, is the white insulated wire going up and lighting up this side of the green lamps in the mob spawner, the left mob spawner. So it was sort of a calculated risk. I knew I was getting really close to it, and I figured that where I had the TNT probably wouldn't blow up anything that I needed, but I got close. Almost blew it up. Wouldn't have been too big a deal, but anyway, so we're not gonna go any further. This is gonna stay, which is fine to have a little bit of an overhang here. It doesn't bother me at all. On the other side, I probably still want to get rid of a little bit of this, and I don't have enough TNT for it yet, but I will soon. So it might even happen this episode. I'll be able to get rid of most of this. I might leave another little overhang just like on the other side. Did a little bit of cleaning up there and put up some torches. It still looks pretty pockmarked though compared to the smooth walls over here, but that's okay. I mean, everything looks that way when you go visit the surface because of the stupid Enderman stealing random blocks everywhere. That looks natural now. So yeah, TNT or Enderman. No way to tell for sure. And here we are from above, looking down. Whoa. Hope you guys don't get vertigo. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. It's I mean, I've got a long ways to go to where this is sort of the way I envisioned it in my head, but it's definitely coming along. So I know a lot of people have done this kind of thing since 1.2 came out, but it's new to me, so I'm gonna do it anyway. We're up here. This is actually the old height. This would have been the top block before 1.2. And there's our ravine way down there with a slime, a plague of slimes as usual. And it looks like we're missing some sheep again. Some of them have lost their coloring. Kind of disappointing. I swear I had 16 sheep at one point, and now we're down to about 9. There's the fishing machine. And as you can see, I've been trying to light the place up with pumpkins. So I've got pumpkins like all over the place. Jack-o'-lanterns, I should say. Okay. So, there's a volcano over there, by the way. That's where I was getting the basalt. And there's the closest snow biome where I got my first few snow blocks to make the snow machine. And I haven't seen much else, and I haven't actually explored a whole lot of this world. I mean, pretty much beyond the fog, I don't know what's out there, so we could have a jungle biome pretty close. I don't know. We'll have to find out at some point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go all the way up to the new max height. Hopefully I brought enough gravel. And you'll notice the cloud layer is still above us. That's just another feature of Optifine. It actually, you can move the clouds higher than the world so that you don't have to build through them, which has always been something that annoyed me with Minecraft, is when you get to cloud level and you can't see anything. I just never liked it, so I'm glad that I can turn that off. Still not quite there. About one more stack of gravel here. This is crazy. The craziest part is that we are almost at bedrock in our ravine. So we're just, if once we get to the top here and then look down, we'll be looking down almost all the way to the bottom. Oh yeah, we're at the top. I better eat something just in case. Okay. Yeah, you can't even tell. It just looks flat. You can't see the lava lighting. Maybe we're actually in the cloud level right now. I don't know. It is pretty far down. My game is starting to lag quite a bit. That is crazy. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. There. I just know I'm gonna fall. Holding shift here. Okay, so I hope I brought enough dirt. My plan is I dug a pit into the water over here so that I could jump into it, but I don't know if it's deep enough. I think I dug down about 4. I should be getting rid of this. I can get rid of the gravel okay from below, but gosh, it feels like we're in space, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we are in the clouds. Okay, so that's a bummer. All right. So it makes it even harder. Okay, good. Are we over the water? The pit is right about there, so I can probably aim for it. Here, let me go out a couple more. Man, it feels like it's lagging so much. Okay. All right, here goes. Hopefully we can aim for it. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, we just missed it. Okay. That was fun though. I'm gonna have to put some kind of permanent diving board up there. But once I figure out a good way to build an elevator, I'm not gonna be towering up there every time. How come my feather falling boots didn't protect me? Come on. I was feather falling 4. Alright. Let's see. Hopefully nothing actually fell down. There's no way to know. Yeah, here's the pit I dug. And we landed about right here. So we're close. I just didn't make it big enough. I didn't realize it would look so small from up there. Oh well. Looks like we got everything anyway. This is gonna take a while. Man. Still going. Well, it is about 3 stacks of gravel there. Oops. That's why I'm glad that I put glass here. Because I knew that kind of thing would happen. Oops. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode, I guess. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but seems like a good place to end it. So, I'll see you guys next time.